It is another lovely Sunday. The weather is just delightfully temperate for me right now. I don't understand why that is, and I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth. So I hope your Sunday where you are is going quite well, no matter what may be happening for you. I thought today might be a good opportunity to take a step back, exit the world, and maybe we just go take over our recently deceased grandfather's farm out in some idyllic little town. And while we're at it, maybe we try to overthrow an evil megacorp that's pushing into the area. If this all sounds familiar, it's because that is essentially the plot of Stardew Valley, the video game, and Stardew Valley, the board game. And if you've not seen Stardew Valley, the board game or video game, I will probably not be spending a ton of time trying to onboard you to the game. Suffice it to say, that is what we are doing. We have left our city job. It has been crushing our soul for too long. And then now we find ourselves inheriting our grandfather's farm, our rundown grandfather's farm, and getting to know the people of this little village town that we find ourselves in, and seeing what it's going to take to start things up again and build a new life. And maybe we help the town out along the way, get to know some of the villagers, get some fishing in. That sounds nice, right? So I think this is what we're going to do. So Stardew Valley, the board game, if you're familiar with the video game, it's a very kind of cozy game. Yes, right. Get ready for cozy. Right. It's a cozy game. Now, here's the thing about the board game. The board game is wonderful, first of all. As you can tell, the thematic integration here is top notch. It is absolutely done with extreme care and extreme focus on the details to really make it feel like you're not just playing a stapled on or a pasted on version of Stardew Valley on an otherwise kind of bland game. No. This feels like the video game. And that is wonderful and very difficult to do. And the reason why it was able to achieve that is because this is published by Concerned Ape. It was co-developed with Concerned Ape. And everything you see here was under strict control of Concerned Ape. So if you're familiar, Concerned Ape is a publisher and designer of the video game as well. So this was a very steady hand, let's put it to you that way, to ensure that it felt right. And they crushed it. Now here's the thing. It's a board game. You know, a cozy video game is played for hundreds and hundreds of hours, potentially. You're not going to spend hundreds and hundreds of hours playing Stardew Valley. So how are you going to get that done? Well, the way they did that is in the core rules of the game is to strip down. They give you some goals from Grandpa to complete. They give you the community center to complete, but you're not going to see all of those cards in any given game. You're going to see a couple of those cards on Grandpa and a couple of the cards for the community center. And then the next time you play, you might get a different set of cards. Yes, correct. That's all well and fine, but it also means you don't see all of the cards and you don't see all of the aspects of the game. And you also, in the board game, you only get 1 year, for all 4 seasons, 1 year to get that slice of the game done. So it's not bad because you're not being tasked to complete all of it in 1 year. Just those few Grandpa goals and just those few community center goals that you happen to deal out. The problem is condensing it down into 1 year really kind of requires you to hustle. Even at the stripped down version of the game, you got to hustle pretty hard to make sure you can achieve all of that, even the slice, in just 1 year. So, because that kind of not killed the coziness of the game, but it kind of requires you to put that coziness on the back burner in favor of trying to make sure you successfully complete the game in that amount of time. what one of our dear friends, uh, Maggie of Thinker Themer, Amy and Maggie, Maggie designed her own campaign mode for this game, and it is so well liked and so well received by the community that like the community developed its own you can't really see it, I'll put it here, its own like high res, fully themed, fully structured instructions for the epic solo campaign that Maggie designed. And I have played it one time months ago, and I can tell you it's amazing. And it takes a game that kind of rewards you for hustling, not kind of unintentionally. Oh, hey, Velvet Knight. Nice. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Glad you're here. And it rewards you a little bit for hustling to try to get it all done, and it unintentionally, just because of the way board games work, really. And it brings that coziness back in. So now, instead of having to hustle through 1 year to get all these things done, now you can take your time, you can breathe. You're playing 5 games of this. That sounds like a lot, but the game goes pretty quick once you understand it. So instead of just seeing 1 year's worth of these cards, now what you'll see is the deck is actually structured for all 5 of the games in all 5 years worth of seasons, all stacked in one deck. And we're going to see every single card that comes in the game in the 5-year campaign. I do not think I'll be able to get all 5 years of this streamed in 1 3-hour sitting. However, yes, Velvet Knight wants to know where to get this solo campaign. Correct. You will go to boardgamegeek.com. The link is actually pinned in chat. Go to the Board Game Geek link and then go to Files, the Files section of this game's listing on Board Game Geek. And I believe it may even be the top listing is this file that I showed you on camera. So you can actually download this for yourself, print it out, and include it with your rule book forevermore. For my book, it is canon to this board game. It will never leave, and I will never play a different way. I personally think it's the way to play this game solo. So check it out, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. I don't think I'm going to get all 5 years filmed. It might take longer than 3 hours, and that's about how long I tend to stream maximum on a given day. If that's the case, maybe I leave it on the table. Maybe we do a part 2 next week. I don't know. The reason why I called this game kind of an odds and ends category game is because, at its base, it's probably a pretty quick game, probably 40 minutes. So I probably could have done, quick, small and quick, but it's not really a small game. And because I'm playing it with the campaign mode and it's 5 years instead of 1, it's not really a small game or a quick game. It'll be a long game. So it kind of fell into that kind of Goldilocks weirdness zone where I said, you know what? We're just going to put it in the odds and ends category of what we're streaming today. And I think it'll all make sense as we go. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time walking through everybody through the game, because if you're not familiar with Stardew Valley, you'll inevitably understand kind of how the game is played. But I'll walk you around the board if you've never seen the board game version, and so you can get a feel for where we are. And then I think the rest of it you'll pick up as we play through the mechanics. First and foremost, let's start with maybe the player board, right? So player board is here. You have 6 inventory slots on the player board. You start with the basic pickaxe. It's just the normal. If you're playing mining, you can play mining, which is what I'm playing. This is the mining character. You can play a fishing character, a foraging character, or a farming character. There's some nuances in the solo game that lets you kind of pick and choose a little bit of those professions, but you start with a base type that is you, and my choice. I chose the profession of mining, so you start with the pickaxe. If I chose, I'm sure if I chose farming, I'd start with the watering can, for example, right, and so on. Fishing pole, and so on. So maybe I think it's the bug net for foraging. I don't remember. But because I'm playing mining, I chose to play mining. I start with the pickaxe. I can upgrade the pickaxe just like in the real game. And over the course of the game, I will be upgrading my pickaxe to help me in the mines. So player board is here, 6 inventory slots. I can get professional upgrades, which is just kind of additional ways to buff my character, give me additional abilities unique to my profession throughout the game. I can have a maximum of 2 of those. And I might pick up items, whether they be regular items or epic items throughout the game. I can have a maximum of 2 of those. Of course, if you get one and you want to keep that, then you got to decide which one leaves. I start the game with $3 and my pet is a dog. The pet in the board game doesn't really matter, except that it's usually the first player marker. And as it goes around, the first player, whoever has the pet, is the first player for that round. In the solo game, it doesn't really matter. You're always the first player, except there are certain events in the game that go, hey, if you have a dog as your pet, then X. If you have a cat for the pet, then Y. So I kind of keep it around just as a reminder that I've chosen the dog for my pet, and we'll see if one of those events comes up, and if it does, I'll resolve it as the dog. So again, I start with $3. I start with my player pawn right here, and we'll decide where we're going to start on the game. So with that in mind, let's move on. We'll go, well, yeah, let's start over here on the farm. So this is the farm. And right now, when you start the game, you start with one little thing of parsnips growing on your farm, and that's it. And I have slots for 5 total crops. You start the game with parsnips, so 4 available slots. This bar above that is about crow events. Crows can show up and pick off parts of your crops, just like in the video game, which is lovely. As you water the crops, they will come down this track going this way, and when they fall off the track because you've watered them the last time, it then moves into your inventory so that you can sell it or gift it or anything. Yeah, so that's that. I think that's about all to talk about here. There are buildings you can build, but that'll be in my player area, and then animals you can get for those buildings, just like in the regular video game. So yeah, oh yeah, we can talk about the grandpa's goals. So in the 5-year campaign, instead of just seeing a few of grandpa's goals, you see all of them. I think it's all, yeah, you'll see all of them. There's actually 8 of them. And the way Maggie structured it is that you start the game with 4 of them, and then underneath each one of the 4 is another card. So it's a total of 8. You will see all 8 of them, but you start out with those 4. And when you complete one of them, the one underneath it becomes the active goal. So you don't really know what's coming up underneath that, and you don't know what distribution. You can see half of it, you can't see the other half until you complete it. Similarly, if I come over here to the community center cards, you'll see I have the community center rooms, the crafts room, the pantry, the fish tank, and so on, right? These are all the same rooms from the video game. And there are mostly 5 cards. A few of them have fewer in each one of those. And the top of them is not revealed. We actually have to pay a heart to kind of reveal the top card of the community center. In the base game, you're just I believe it's just maybe 1 card for each, could be 2, I don't remember. But in the campaign game, it's all of them. You will see every card throughout the whole game, and it's just the top one that you have to unlock with a heart. Once you get that room unlocked, then you're just working through the stack of community cards for that room. Kind of just like the same thing in the video game, except that in the video game, I believe you can just work on everything all at once. So the board game's a little bit different in that you have to work down the stack. But there are ways to cycle the top card if you're like, there's no way I'm going to get to that anytime soon, and I don't want to be stuck behind this card. There are ways you can get to the next cards in the stack. So we'll go into that if I have to go that way. More to follow on this. I'll get into the details there. Since we're on this view, I'll cover the mine. There are 12 levels to the mine in the video game, in the board game. And we start on level 1, of course, and we work our way down that level by completing these mine maps. These are the maps that if you were to equate this to the video game, you would, every time you walk in, it regenerates the map in some way. Now, I'm sure the actual, and if I remember correctly, the actual map itself is the same, but it's just what you find in the distribution of things each time you go in is different. This is what that signifies. So this deck of map cards, we're just going to work through those as every single time we go visit the the mine, we're going to see another map card, and periodically you'll have the opportunity to descend to the next level. In order to complete the mine, we have to reach level 12 and complete it. So that's going to be, and then of course, as we roll dice, we're going to be getting different things when we visit the mine. We'll either get stone or bug meat or ore or geodes and so on. And it really just depends on how good you are at the mine, depends on like how you can manipulate the dice to get you what you want in the mine. So there is luck, and there are things you can do to mitigate that luck. So I've chosen mining because that's one of the areas of biggest luck in the game, and I want some control over it. So that was the reason I did that. So again, you'll see mining more as we play the game. Let's see. If we get geodes, we can go visit Clint to open geodes at this location. And then when we do, we roll one die and we find out what we have. And what we get is different depending on which type of geode we have in our inventory and that we're trying to open. Later, if we get artifacts and we want to donate them to the museum, we'll visit the museum down here and we will slot them into whatever slot that artifact is. And if we manage to complete or get artifacts that fit into every slot in a given column, we will then earn an epic item. So if we complete this column, we will earn one epic item. If we complete this column, we'll earn another epic item. So that's the museum. We're looking for stuff to donate to the museum, just like in the video game. And if we do that, we get goodies. Fishing, we can talk about fishing. So if we come over here, this is fishing. So there are different, you can see it here, river fishing. There is a little triangle symbol. The different locations, if I come back to the mine for a second, for example, the different locations have a different symbol. So this is a circle, right? And different color as well, if you happen to be able to see those colors. So there's a circle for lake fishing, and then over here, back down in this view, there is a triangle for river fishing. And different fish along the fish track relate to different areas of the map. So this is a circle, this is a triangle. There are different rarities of fish. This is a legendary fish. You can tell that by the kind of gold treatment of its name. And then over here is a regular fish who does not have that. I'll talk about like what I'm going to probably go fishing probably in the first round. So you'll see how fishing works really quickly. And I'll talk to you about why I'm going to go fishing in the first round real soon. I think that actually might be the entire tour, come to think of it. I'll come to this pushed in view. You'll notice there are a bunch of tiles on the map and they are pink. That's because we are in spring and everything that is face down on the board, it relates to spring. So if we go foraging, we will pick up spring forageables. And then when the seasons change, we will put out a new set of tiles randomly, and those will be that next season, which will be summer, and so on. So every year you will be able to forage as you traverse the map and pick up that season's forageables. I think that's it. There are Joja tiles, which will of course get in your way. That's the evil megacorp I talked about at the top of the stream. And they will get in your way. You can then try to clear them out of the thing that they're blocking you from. Of course, you have to spend time and actions to do that, but you can. There are event cards. We will be resolving some of those. There are event cards in the town, and there's also event cards in the mine. So we may be resolving those too. I understand the mine events are fairly lucrative. I've only played this game a very few number of times, and it was a very long time ago. So we'll see how we get on. Okay, so let's talk about the goals for this game. This game was set up. Everything that I'm about to tell you is randomly selected. You can't really see, but on the left-hand side of that, I will see if I can make this just a touch bigger. Ooh, maybe that was a little too big. Is that better? Is that worse? Probably the same. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay, that's probably good for now. So we'll start with that view. Along the left side is just, this is not relating to the goals or anything, but these are all the buildings that I can build for this game. So you always get to build a coop and a barn if you want to. And that gives you the ability to have certain types of animals, exactly the same as in the video game. They cost $10 and 2 wood to build for each big building. And then you obviously can't buy those animals until you have the building to put them in. And then you have 2 buildings that are randomly drawn. And this game, I randomly drew the stable, which grants you the epic card horse, which we all love in the video game for obvious reasons. And then I also drew the silo. This ensures that your animals are always happy in the board game. So if you have a silo, they're just happy all the time. So you don't have to worry about managing your animal's happiness. You do otherwise. You do always have to like spend time petting them and taking care of them, just like in the video game. Unless I build the silo, and then I don't have to worry about that anymore because they are going to be kept comfortable. And then, of course, you can visit. There is visiting friend. There is making friends. There is giving gifts to friends. That is also in the game. You'll see that as we go. But since we're on this view, let's cover the goals that were drawn from Grandpa. The top 4 goals are catch a legendary fish. And I have to catch the number of players, the number of fish equal to the number of players. You'll see that through all 3 of these, or all 4 of these rather, because I'm playing a solo game. I just have to do 1. So I have to catch a legendary fish. I don't have to keep that fish, but I do have to at least catch it. I can sell it later or gift it to a friend. I still successfully complete this goal as long as I catch it. I have to make at least 1 friend. In a multiplayer game, if there's 3 friends and 1 player makes 3 friends and the other players don't focus on friends at all, you still succeed because at least 1 player did it. In this case, I'm playing solo. I have to make 1 friend, and it's going to be me making that friend. I have to save enough gold, so I have to have 10 gold on hand at least by the end of the game. Yes, have a smelly fish. And then finally, expand the farm. Own buildings equal to the number of players. So as long as I build 1 building, I will complete this goal. I'm going to be building a building, I'm certain. So these are actually pretty decent. You're incentivized anyway to make friends, so I definitely want to make friends. Expanding the farm is a good thing. It's a good way to make money. It's a good way to, it's a good way to get items that are then giftable as well. Legendary fish, I mean, why not? It's worth a lot of money. It's good to do. So it's like, these are pretty good goals. These are all things that I'm happy to focus on doing. So great. I don't know what the top cards of the different community rooms are because I have to unlock those. So I think that's it. I think we can get going. If there's any questions, please sound off in chat, and I'm happy to answer them. But let's get trucking. As I typically will do. Oh, I should mention, I will do this. I'll push in a little closer and I'll show this. These are all the different crop tiles that you can buy and then plant in your farm. And there's also things like the ore and geodes and things about the different items you can get in the mine. And then there's also the craftables, the things that you can create from the items that you farm, and then the byproducts of your animals. You can also create those and sell those as well, or gift them. So you will see me pull this out from time to time or pull tiles from it. Just know that these are all of the things that are in the game. There's things like parsnips, potatoes, strawberries, blueberries, cranberries, and so on. Rabbit's foot, wool, and you get the picture. So yeah, that's just off to the side. I didn't feel it was necessary to put a camera on that. I could pull it out and show it as we need to. So let's get going. As I tend to do in these kinds of games, I will be a little bit thorough on the first set of times that I do these actions, just because I haven't played this game in a while, and you haven't probably seen it. And if you have, it's been a while maybe for you too. So after we then do one of these actions one time, I'm just going to start trucking through them. But the first time, I'm going to be flipping through the book and making sure I don't screw something up, because I want the game to be good for both me and you. So on our first turn, it's kind of done in phases. There's a season phase, which is the first thing we're going to do right now. In fact, these cards actually belong right here. I put them down earlier in the wrong spot. So the season phase is just simply drawing the first card of the season and resolving it. So in spring, I will push in. Can I see it on that view? I kind of can. I'll pull it down here so you can see it. Okay. So in spring, we will resolve that. That is a quality crop, the star at the top. Flip any planted crop so that its quality side is face up. Well, we have one parsnip. I won't switch the camera because it doesn't really matter. Oh, yeah, I will, because it's the first time. So we have one parsnip down here. So this is not a quality item yet. It's just the basic parsnip. Because that happened, we now flip our parsnip over. It's the only one, so I couldn't choose a different one. But now we have a quality parsnip growing. That is a good thing. You can tell by the little star in the corner of the top. So back down here. So we resolved the top one, which is that. It also says rain. Cool. Move all planted crops one space to the right. Move anything that moves off the track is harvested and goes into your inventory. So back over here, we have this parsnip that started on the second section. It now gets watered by the rain and is down at 1. If I were to water that crop this turn, it would go into my inventory, which would be good because there are certain friends in the village that really like harvestables as gifts. So if we happen to encounter one, we could give that quality parsnip to them as a gift, and it would probably make a lot of hearts, which would be really good. Hearts are valuable for a lot of things. Okay, so we have taken care of quality crops. We have taken care of rain. Moving on, we have an event. Ooh, draw an event card and resolve its effects. Yes, please. Okay, so I will draw the top card of the event deck. Those are these little green ones over here on the side that you might have seen as I was panning around. And this is the top card, so let's find out what it is. Ooh, gain 1 random artifact. Okay, don't mind if I do. So in order to do that, I will come over here and I'll take my gray bag of tiles. This is the same bag that you pull from when you open a geode, for example. There are other ways, but anytime you get an artifact or an ore, you pull from this bag randomly. I'm going to pull a random tile out of it. And I got, see, this is the, if this card had said gain an ore, I would have gained an opal. But in this case, I am flipping it over to reveal that I have gotten a skeletal tail. That's cool. That is an artifact that fits into slot C in the museum. So if I come over to the museum, reminder, when I visit the museum, I'll have the opportunity to donate the skeletal tail, and that would fit into slot C in the museum. If, let's say, I've already occupied slot C, I can instead sell this for $3. But you bet your bippy that I am going to show up at the museum and donate that skeletal tail when the time comes. Okay, so back in our inventory, we now have our skeletal tail occupying the first slot of our inventory because the town event let me gain a artifact. Love that for me. Okay, finally, we have, and I, of course, closed the book in excitement for my, my artifact. And then finally, the shipping bin. Players may trade and sell resources. Well, that would have been nice, but I don't actually want to sell anything right now. So I'm not going to. It said may, not required. So yeah. I should mention that the campaign mode has upkeep requirements at the end of the game, at the end of the year specifically. So, and the back page of this, you can't see, I'll come here. There we go. On the back page of the rules, of Maggie's rules, you have the cleanup steps and things like villagers. If you have friends that are friended villagers, you can upkeep them at the end of the year by either giving them a heart or giving them a gift that they like. And if you do that, then they stick around between the years. If you don't, then you lose that friend and you have to get a new friend later. So for every friend you make, you have to make sure that at the end of the year, you have either a heart or a gift that they love available to give them, or they will not stick around. That may be good, that may be bad, but yeah. So buildings, in order for them to stick around year over year, you're going to play this for 5 years, then you have to pay half of their gold cost at the end of every year to upkeep them for maintenance. So you have to keep some money on hand in order to keep your buildings around. If you've built a lot of buildings, that could mean you're going to be you're keeping a lot of money on hand. Animals, as long as you maintain the buildings that they live in, they will stick around. They will not stay happy though. If they're in a happy state at the end of the year, by the start of the next year, they'll just be back to normal, their neutral side. Unless you happen to own the silo, which is one of the buildings that I can build, because then they will stay happy no matter what. And then let's see, tools that you have, like the watering can or the pickaxe, they downgrade one step every year. They do stick around, but let's say you've upgraded it all the way to the max, it will downgrade to one step lower than that, and then you'll have to re-upgrade it at the end of the year. Basically, you're repairing it. Boop, 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 boop. Any upgrades or items that you've acquired, they just stick around. If you've reached a certain level in the mine, that sticks around. All your donations at the museum, they stick around. Any Joja tiles on the board, they just stay. Trying to think. Oh, any leftover money after paying all your upkeep, after doing everything, if you have more than $3 on hand after all of those tasks, you discard down to 3. You basically start every new year with $3. And that's really it. Just want to make sure I cover that, because that's net new to the campaign. If you've never seen the campaign before, that is not something you'll expect. So you might see me start hoarding cash and hearts throughout the game. That's intentional, because I'm expecting to need them to maintain friends and buildings and so on. So anyway, that's out of the way. So spring is done. We got our season phase done. That's the end of that phase of this turn. Planning phase. This is where I decide where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do on my turn. So you may have noticed that I don't start out on the board. My little token is right here. This started on my player board, because you don't just start on your farm. You can choose to start anywhere on the map. And what's unique about this, it's not like in regular kind of worker movement games where you're like, I get 2 actions and I can do what I want. You can do basically is 2 things to choose from. You can either, let's say I wanted to go river fishing. I put my marker there and I'm going to go river fishing, right? I can either do 2 actions in the location that I choose. So in this case, river fishing. Or I can do 1 action in my starting location, make 1 movement action, and then do a second action in my new location. So I'm going to always be able to do 2 actions, but I can either split them with 1 action in the starting location and 1 action in the destination, or I can do both of my actions in the one place and not move at all. When you move, you're moving along these white lines on the map, and every time you pass, let's say I moved to my farm, this location that's adjacent to the path that I was on and this location that's adjacent to the path I was on can be foraged. And basically, I just choose which of these tiles to forage along my walk. So it's a free action. It doesn't cost anything. It just happens by nature of the fact that you are moving around the board. Just like in the video game, you might be walking along and be like, oh, there's a forageable on the ground, a mushroom or whatever, and I want to go pick that up. Same thing. So the benefit of moving is that you can then forage for free. On the other hand, the benefit is if I want to really do a lot of fishing this round, I can do 2 actions of fishing in one location. So that's really the choice I'm making. What do I want to get done in this season? There are only 4 cards per season. So for spring, we just saw the first card of spring. That's the first turn. I'm only going to see 3 more spring cards, and then it's going to be summer. And we're going to work our way down this deck all the way through 5 years. And each year, it's 4 cards per season, 4 cards per season, until we reach the end of 5 years. So anything I want to make sure I do in spring, I've only got 4 turns to do it. Okay, well, here's the thing. As we talked about up here, one of the goals from Grandpa is to catch a legendary fish. I know from experience that the bag containing, and the book says it too, the bag containing fish is a very big bag full of a lot of tiles. And in that entire bag of tiles is only 4 legendary fish. And I got lucky and pulled one of those legendary fish. In fact, you can't see one of them, so let me move that over. There we go. Okay. I got one of those 4 legendary fish on my first pull out of the bag. I shuffled them, I swear. So I'm not going to let that go. I'm going to do everything I can in a very starting position to ensure that I catch that legendary fish, because I don't want to risk it going away and then having to go hunting for that fish or another legendary fish like it the rest of the game. It's here, I'm going to go for it. If I get lucky and roll what I need to roll in my first action, I'm going to fish again anyway. I'm going to choose to take the double action in river fishing, because if I then pull trash, there's only one possible fish that I can fish in this river fishing area right now, and it's this one, the one that I want. But if I pull that, and I'll check the rules. I don't remember if you refill it right away or if you refill it at the end of the round or end of the turn, but we'll find out. But let's say for the sake of argument that even if I do refill it, it's like a lake fish or something like that. I can't pick another river fish. There's not one yet to pick available in the fish track. Therefore, I have to take trash. In this case, I want to take trash because I get an item card. Because if I pick algae from my trash, which is what I would do, this tile says, get an item card when you fish the fish in this area, which in this case is trash. Now, what's unclear is whether this qualifies or not. I think it does because it's in the fish track, and I'm just going to say that. I think that's because there's nothing in the book that says I can't do it this way. It just says whatever tile is here, you get an item when you take this tile. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm going to fish twice, both because I want to have 2 chances to catch this fish. And if I get lucky and get it the first time, then I'm going to pick algae for my second fish. So let's do fishing the first time. Fishing, fishing, fishing. There it is. Okay. To catch a fish, you must be in the fishing location, matching one or more of the fish on the fish track, which I currently am. How to catch a fish. Roll all 3 Stardew dice. Cool. So the Stardew dice are these right here. They have a heart, a Junimo, and a starfish on them. I get that right? The starfish? I'm probably wrong. It is I always say this wrong. I should know the name of it. I love this game. But I can't remember what the name of that is. I think it's a not starfish. Stardew, I think. Oh, my brain is just broken today. What is the name of that freaking thing? Is it Stardew? I wish Shade was here. Shade would know. Shade would know. I am ashamed of myself for not knowing, though, I must say. Doesn't matter. I'll call it a Stardew. I'm probably wrong. Maybe somebody will find it for me. But I can't remember. Anyway, I'll roll them, and we'll go. So we roll all 3. And I did not get what I wanted. So here's why I care about that. If I look at the fish, you can barely see it down here. In the very bottom corner, I'll pull it up so you can kind of see. The bottom corner here is this icon. That icon matches the die face that I need in order to catch this fish. And I need this that other symbol that did not show up. Okay, so because I can't catch any other fish, I can only pick trash. Let's find out what our item was. So we'll come down here. Instead, we're going to pick trash. So we're going to pick algae. Algae comes off. In fact, it comes into my inventory. Gross. But I did that intentionally because I get an item because of this tile. So I'll resolve that in a moment. But let's draw our first item card off the item deck and see what we got. We got a dinosaur. Gain an artifact. Heck yeah. Okay, cool. And why does it say gift on it? Item card, eh? Let's take a look at item cards. I want to understand how to read one of those, make sure I don't miss a trick. Each player chooses one of their befriended villagers and activates their gift ability. Oh man, I don't have a friend yet. That's a bummer. I missed out on an opportunity, man. All right. It's fine. Just want to make sure I didn't misread these. Oh no, there's items there. Okay, fine. Okay, well I gain an artifact. So I'll gain an artifact and I don't get, it says gift, gain an artifact. Strange. All right, well, whatever. Here we go. Artifact is, an ancient drum, and it fits into, I'll put it here so you can see it. An ancient drum is what I got, and it fits into slot B in the museum. So now I've got 2 out of the 4 slots of one of my columns. I've got items that can go there. So we should go visit the museum sometime soon. Okay, so what happens when we fish? When we fish, do we immediately replenish or no? Yeah, right. Interesting. I think you replenish them after every action, but I could be wrong. It doesn't say, because you can fish, you can catch more than one with multiple dice. That's great. But it doesn't actually say what happens when you're done fishing. Oh. Apparently, you can discard trash whenever you want. So I will just do that. I will discard trash. All gone. Okay. Well, I don't know exactly when we do a refresh. Season action. I think it is. Once your turn is complete, place your pawn back in your position. End of farm. Right. A new round begins. Got it. No problem. I get that. What about end of the round? End of turn. Remove all forageables. Right. Okay. There is nothing in the book that I can find that talks about when to refresh things like the fish track. Water, crops, collect animals. Aha, there it is. Finally. Ooh. One line at the quick reference rules at the end of the book. It says, may spend bug meat to catch crab pot fish. 1 crab pot fish per piece of bug meat. Then roll all 3 Stardew dice and determine if you can catch anything at your location. If not, you may take a trash tile. Then refill the fish track. Okay, so I do refill it. I refill it right now. It is in fact called Stardew. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to figure this out. Okay, well, since I took the left 2 tiles, I'll just refill from the left anyway. Okay. Oh, bummer. Oh, well. Okay. Well, I can't catch the perch anyway. Well, I could because I would need 2 hearts. Okay, well, I have another fishing action because I'm doing 2 actions in one location. So I'm going to roll them again. This should go quicker now. And I got 3 hearts. I guess I'm catching a perch. Figures. Okay, so we're catching a perch. Perch is good. Perch is worth $2. Not what I was after, though. Okay. So that's the end of my turn. Yeah, just want to make sure they're double-sided. They are. Great. Okay. I guess the good news is the legendary fish didn't leave, but it also means that I just spent a quarter of spring hunting for a legendary fish. Okay, so when I'm done, I return to the farm and I get to do end of turn effects. One of the end of turn effects, I'll come over here and we'll read them. I can build stairs in the mine, which I can't do because stairs require stone, which I don't have. I can pet animals. I would love to do that, but I can't because I don't have an animal. I can remove Joja, but there are no Joja tiles out, so I have nothing to do there. And then I can upgrade a starting tool, which I would also love to do, but I can't because it requires a copper ore that I don't have. So I can't do any of those effects. I'm just going to make sure that there's not like a, if you can't do any of this, then you get to do this instead. I don't think there is, but you never know. Just checking before I just don't do any of that. Yep, okay. Nope, nothing like that. Okay, fine. We go again. Next spring card. Ooh, I got lucky. There's no crow cards, or no crow events happening. And that's good because I don't want to lose my one crop. In fact, I probably should water that crop right now to get that into my inventory so I don't lose it. Because the crows can pick them off pretty quickly if you're not careful. So I'm gambling right now. It doesn't look like it's going to rain either, so I'm not going to get it for free. That is unfortunate. Okay, well, I have some stuff to donate, and I need to water crops. I can't make it all the way across in one turn because I don't have a horse yet. So what am I going to do? Well, first and foremost, I need to resolve this freaking card that's in front of my face. There it is. Okay, quality crops. Well, I only have one crop and it's already quality, so I can't do anything with that. Pet. The pet wanders. So this symbol on this card, you can't see because I'm on the wrong view. This symbol on this card is the pet symbol. And if you're playing a multiplayer game, that means the pet tile moves to a different player. And that's how first player marker moves around the game. But because it's single player, nothing happens. It just stays with me. Okay, fish move. Discard the two rightmost fish on the fish track. Slide the tiles remaining and fill it back up again. Legendary fish are not discarded, but are instead returned to the bag. I don't want that fish returned to the bag. So we're going to come over here and do that little refresh step. Seems a little fuzzy, but I guess you can see it. It's zoomed in real far. So the glasses and the smallmouth bass are discarded. And these all slide down. So if I don't get this glacier fish this round, there's a chance, a pretty good chance, that it will age off the fishing track and I'll miss it. It'll go back in the bag, but then I'm hunting for it. So we've got a couple more fish coming out. Okay, I really need to get that fish. Fingers crossed I can do it this turn. All right, now back to our card. Joja, frickin' Joja tiles might screw me over anyway. So we draw the Joja tiles from the Joja tile stack. These were shuffled at the beginning of the game. And we have small business tax. To trigger open geodes, you must first discard 3 gold. I can only remove this if I spend 5 gold or 1 heart. So I basically have to spend money to visit Clint until I resolve that. So what I did is I put that over top of the geode chart here to remind myself that I have to deal with that, or I won't be able to open geodes. But it'll just sit there until I deal with it. I don't know, man, but you know, in the video game, I often spent the vast majority of the season hunting for a fish. So it will be no different. It will be thematically appropriate if I hunt forever for this damn fish. Okay, now that card is done. Half of spring is now going to be behind us. What are we going to do? Well, we got to water that crop. We want to do that, and we want to fish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish once, I'm going to move, and then I'm going to water my crops at the farm. And that will give me my parsnip by the end of this turn. So I'm going to do the second, instead of doing 2 actions here, fishing twice, I'm going to do a fishing, a move, and a water. That's going to be what I'm doing. So 2 fish. I did not get it again. Hopefully it doesn't drop off the track. The fishing track is not always on these cards. That is what I rolled. I rolled a Junimo and 2 hearts. And I have 2 fish options. I have the glacier fish, and I have this walleye. The walleye has a Junimo on it, so I did catch the walleye. So that will come off. It'll go onto my player board over here, and then I will draw another fish tile to refill the one that I drew. Okay. All right. No, you won't. You'll fish twice. No, I won't, because I don't want that parsnip to disappear. It is a quality parsnip, and I want it. So I'm going to gamble that it doesn't disappear on me. We'll see. So we're going to move here, but I should say, in my move, I get to forage one of these things. I need wood in order to build buildings, and I need forageables that are seasonal. So it's equally valuable. It's the early game, though, so I think I want to forage wood. I feel like that's dumb. I shouldn't. But I'm going to forage wood. I'm going to take this tree. I'm going to chop it down. I'm going to get the wood. I have the wood. It goes into my inventory. The tree has been chopped down. It has just this little stump left. Okay, we can see from that view that I'm on the farm, which is where I'm going to be to water my crops. Water my crops is real simple. You just shift all your crops right. So I'm shifting that right. It comes off and it goes into my last remaining inventory spot. I now have a quality parsnip, 2 fish, 2 artifacts, and a wood. In fact, I'm feeling like maybe I shouldn't have gotten the wood right now. That's all right. We'll see how it goes. Right, end of the turn. Do I build stairs? No. Do I pet animals? No. Do I remove Joja? No, because I only have $3 and no hearts. And do I upgrade starting tool? No, because I don't have copper. Okay, moving on. Next turn. This is the 3rd spring card. Just like that. I knew it. Look, that is a green crow event right here. Green crow events, if we go look over here, you'll see that there is a red bar and a green bar, and the 3rd slot, whatever is here, occupies both. So it would apply to both of them. But parsnip was here in the last step of green. If I had waited and let that parsnip sit there, that crow would have eaten my crop right before it was done. But as it is, I beat him to the punch, a little prick. Okay, so that's done. The pet doesn't move, and players may trade and sell resources. Ooh, I can sell resources. Do I sell a fish? I might need to gift the fish to, like, the fish tank. I could sell the perch, though. It's worth $2, and I can maybe get rid of that Joja if I get some geos. And it would make room in my slots because I have to move next turn. I know that, and that means I can forage. And if I stay full, then I don't have any room in my inventory to forage. So I'm giving up a forage if I do that. So I'm going to go ahead and sell this perch for $2. Okay, now we have $5. Okay, what are we doing? We are done with spring, so now we don't have any crops. We don't have any animals, so there's no reason to be at the farm right now. I want to go see I want to go to the museum and donate. Go see, I believe his name is Gunther, if I'm remembering correctly. Go see Gunther at the museum. So I can't make it all the way there, though. That's kind of, oh wait. Yes, I can, because I don't like stop and I'm in the farm at the end of the game, at the end of the turn. That's not what it is. I get to choose where I start. at the beginning of every turn, I get to choose where I start. So I'm going to start at the community center. I have giftables, so I think I'm going to try to visit Gus and make a friend. So, how do I make a friend? Make a friend. To make a friend, spend 1 action in town. Reveal the top card of the villager deck. If you're able and wish to do so, gift them a resource to make them your friend. Otherwise, discard them. To give a gift, discard a resource from your inventory, and then keep the villager card and earn heart tokens. Okay. Top of the deck is this villager deck here, and it is Robin. Robin loves craftable items. I don't have craftable items. That's unfortunate. Those are double loves, though. Ooh. I definitely want her as a friend. Oh, a giftable resource not pictured on their card earns 1 heart. Oh. So I could gift her... I could gift her a parsnip or this walleye. And what happens if I gift them quality items? I don't think it matters. I don't think I want to gift her a quality parsnip because I don't think it's going to matter. Instead, I'll gift her the walleye. Here's why I want to gift to her. Her ability, when you are her friend, you may buy any buildings spending only gold. So I don't have to accumulate wood for buildings anymore. That's good because you only have 6 inventory slots. I don't want to eat up like 1/3 of my inventory just hoarding wood. It does mean I forage wood for no damn reason, though. I guess the other question is that the kind of friendship that I want when she really is hard to gift? She wants craftable items for her like double heart items. The better gift you give them that aligns to who they are, the more hearts you earn from them when you give them gifts. So, it's good, but I'm like, that's a very big deck of villager cards. Do I wait? I spent an action to see Robin. Oh, I don't know. This is kind of a late game card because I don't have these items and I'm not going to get these items anytime soon. You really want a friend that you can get stuff from a lot if you can. And she doesn't even like parsnips. She hates them. So I can't gift her the one thing I have. Now, I'm going to discard her. I like Robin, but I want to see other people. Okay. So that was action 1. Now we're going to move to the museum and we're going to forage along the way. Here or here. Here or here or here. We're probably going to go to the mine next, so we'll forage down here. We're going to get fiber. Ugh. I don't even know why you want fiber. I mean, it's a craftable of some kind. It's probably something I can build with it. I don't know what it is. Gross. Okay, we're going to donate to the museum. I believe I can do this as many times as I want. If you have artifacts or minerals, you may visit Gunther to donate them to the museum. Spend 1 action to donate any number of artifacts. The tiles can be placed into a slot cannot be placed into a slot that is already full. Each artifact or mineral must go into the slot that matches the letter. And that's it, huh? Fine. I don't get anything for it, but I will when I fill up the column. So that's fine. Let's come over here and donate our first 2 artifacts to the museum. We're going to donate this ancient drum to slot B. And we're going to donate this skeletal tail to slot C. Okay. Filling up the museum. We're 1/4 of the way. Not too bad. Okay. End of the turn effects. I could remove the Jojo. I have no geodes yet, so I'm going to hold on to my money. Yeah, so I can't do any of those again. So we're gonna just move on. I think this is our last spring card. I think it is. And in fact, here on this deck, you can see this. The card that's on top of the deck says it's the last days of spring. So at the end of this round, I'm going to resolve this card, which is kind of the end of the season situation. And of course, my face cam froze. That's no good. Why did my face cam freeze? One moment. Hello, friends. Thank you again for your patience. I don't know what happened there. Anywho, this is the last day of spring, and of course it's a rainy day. I don't have any crops to move, so all of those 2 double move springs I would have got from all of that rain, I'm going to miss out on. That's a bummer. And that's all that happens on this day. I wish I would have planted crops, but how was I to know? Okay, well, we didn't lose the fish. I think we should try our hands at fishing again. I want that damn legendary fish before it disappears. The worst part about it is the die, each one of these die have 1 star drop on them. So I have 3 chances. I have basically a 33% chance of hitting one. And I didn't hit a single one. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, do I try it again? Here's the problem with river fishing. It's off in the corner. And I don't have crops or anything, and I don't have money to buy animals. I don't have the buildings to buy animals. So my only chance is to fish twice. And there's only 1 fish I can catch. There's not even any trash, so I can't even catch trash. Ooh, it's just a horrible idea to go try fishing. I just don't want to lose that legendary fish. Oh, man. I have to let it go, don't I? I don't want to buy seeds right now because I can only buy spring seeds and I'm about to lose spring. So I guess we're going to the mine. Is that what we're doing? Those are fishing spots. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to do this round. So, yeah, I guess we're just going to go explore the mines twice. That's the plan. Okay, back to. I had to mess around with my controls there for a moment. We're going to go to the mine. So we're over here at the mine, and mining is interesting. We roll 2 dice for each action. So we're going to roll 2 dice. In fact, I'll move my character out of the way and just roll them right here. Okay. A heart and a Junimo. And so we look at the card and we go, for level 1, a heart and a Junimo. I can do them in any combo. So I can come here, and I believe that is a geode. I'd get a geode. So if you're basically looking at heart at rows and columns. So heart on the row and Junimo on the column equals geode, or Junimo on the row and heart on the column equals 2 stone. Now, that's hard to pass up. 2 stone right now would be really good to have. Because I can build a staircase at the end of every turn for 1 stone. And having 2 means I can do it twice later. I have exactly 2 spaces left on my inventory. I got to take the 2 stone. I would love the geode, but I got to take this 2 stone in this early game to try to get lower in the mine as quickly as we can. So we're going to take 2 stone out of the tray. And we're going to come here, put 2 stone down here. My dog is insisting on attention right now because, of course, she is. Somebody donates biddies, I'll put her on camera. Otherwise, no dice. Okay, so that was the first mining action. The current map card shows what the outcome of the reason is. Yeah, okay. So when do you replace the mine card? Uh-huh. Is that it? That's disturbing. I guess it just stays that way, and then when you descend, you get a new card. All right. Well, I'm going to mine again. We're going to see what I get. Hopefully, well, same deal. One of each. This time I will get a geode. I have the stone. Ooh, I don't have the room. I can discard the fiber, though. I'll discard the fiber. So I will get a geode. And oh, you're here, so I'll leave you there. And I'll take care of the fiber. Fiber goes away, and I'll put a geode in. Okay, we have a geode, but we have no way to open it. We might have to go pay Joja to piss off. But first, it's the end of the round, and one of the things I can do at the end of the round is build stairs, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, staircases are the main way to reach lower levels, but don't forget the stones can be used as an end of turn effect to descend. Spend a number of stones equal to the number of players. That's one stone for me. Anytime you descend, reveal the next mine level and replace the map card. Alrighty then. Okay, back to the mine. So we reveal the next level and we replace the mining card. Oh my. Okay. I should have. Oh, you sent biddies. Come here. Come here, you. Come here, you. I woke up the dogs for no damn reason. All right. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I should have biddies, but I don't. Oh, there we go. As promised, you'll get a fluffy nugget who has no idea why she's on camera for the biddies donation. Thank you for the biddies, Nugget. Okay, I don't know what's happening with my audio alerts. Oh, I know exactly what happened, and I forgot to fix it. That was my bad. I need to put those in my pre-launch instructions. That's entirely my bad. Okay. Okay, so I have done that. I spent a stone to do it, though. So that will go back in the tray. Okay. Okay, so we have descended. That's the end of the turn. So I could remove Joja for the only $5 I have. I don't think I should do that right now. I do have a geode I'd love to open. If I do that, I might get the copper ore I'm looking for. I might get another artifact, or I might just get stone. Do I spend $5 for the chance to open this geode? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm open to it. It's a lot, though. Okay, season end cards. When it is drawn, follow the instructions on the card. Yes, please do. Thank you. Okay, so I would flip over the last day of spring unless I am paying to remove Joja. I don't know. I don't think I am. All right. Spring has ended. Remove all forgeable tiles. So, like it or not, we are done and no more access to spring tiles for this year. That is a bummer. I'll let you guys watch this while I'm doing it. Okay, and then the trees come off. Now, we come along with our summer tiles and we just pepper them along. These have already been pre-shuffled to make this process quick. Okay, here we are. Summertime. Great. Okay. What else does it do? Now each player draws 2 profession upgrades that match the profession on their player mat. They look at the card and may keep 1. If they already have 2 profession cards, they may discard 1 to make space. Finally, draw the next season card and move on with life. Okay. Yep, great, wonderful. All right, so in the solo game, let's come down to my player board. In the solo game, you can get a profession upgrade for mining, right? Or I can optionally get a profession upgrade for any other profession. Now, normally I can't do that in a multiplayer game. Or, yeah, in a multiplayer game you have to stick to your profession, because presumably the other players in your party are playing those professions. So I'm off camera because my dogs needed something, so I'm kind of multitasking. So what do we do? Do I want to stick with mining as a profession? Probably. I might do, let's do this. Let's draw 1 mining and 1 fishing, and we see what we get. So I'm here at the moment, so I'll just do that right now. I have 1 mining option and 1 fishing option. So you can see both of those cards. Very good. So you'll notice that the mining card is double-sided. I have to choose which of these 2 that I get. I can either, at any point, spend both of my actions to just gain an artifact, straight out. Or I can minerals generate +2 gold when you sell them. So selling minerals for the rest of the game is very lucrative for me. Those are both very good. The fishing side, you may attempt to catch lake fish from any location. Ooh. Oh, man. But only lake fish. I don't know. I might go with this excavator. Gain an artifact for both of my... If I'm trying to complete the museum and get epic items, and I'm sure that there are... I know, in fact, that there are requirements in the community center, and I think maybe even from Grandpa, for me to finish the museum or you know, that kind of thing. I think I'm going to stick with excavator. Excavator is going to be the goal number 1 here. So we'll put fishing underneath just to remind myself that it's no longer part of the draw pile. Okay, so we have gotten a little bit of an upgrade. Let me see if my dogs are settled. Alrighty. Thank you for the momentary pause. It didn't feel like going BRB for something so trivial. But we're back and we're ready to roll. All right. Hi. Sorry. Okay. Now, what are we doing? We move on. Got it. Cool. So I've decided that I now can gain an artifact anytime I spend both of my actions. Very cool. I don't even have to be at the mine. I can just do it. That's pretty powerful, especially if I'm like hunting for artifacts. Okay, first day of summer. Quality crops, don't have any quality crops. Pets don't move. Fishing, I lost the legendary fish, but it goes back in the bag. It goes back in the bag. It's not gone. It's just back in the bag. The good news is also, though, is that when you discard regular fish, they do get discarded. They're not back in the bag. So the bag gets smaller as the legendary fish stick around. So you're going to possibly have better odds. Now, there's a lot of tiles in this bag, so you're not guaranteed to see them again quickly, but it's possible. I did just shuffle these around. That you might have been hearing that as I did that, but let's see what I drew. Man, there are a lot of ocean fish here. Okay. Maybe I go get another friend? Oh, I can sell stuff too if I want to. I don't know that I do though. I could. I need to get another friend because I need some hearts because I got to start opening those community rooms. And I have to give hearts to do it. I need a friend so bad, I might just do both of those actions and try to make 2 friends and see which one I like most. Would have been nice to get that legendary fish out of the way. That's a bummer. Maybe I make a friend and then I take another action in the same location. I might buy seeds now that it's summertime. So I have $5. I need to buy seeds. I have money. So let's make a friend first. Let's see what we get when we make a friend. We get Sam. Sam likes parsnips. I have a parsnip. It's a quality parsnip, in fact. That's great. And the gift is gain any 1 ore. Dude, I might upgrade my pickaxe. Sam, you're a good friend. We're going to do this. Sam, my dude. Okay. Sam goes here. I'm going to gift Sam my parsnip. So that's going to go here. Now, what happens with quality items again? I'm not 100% sure, other than maybe they go up in value. But oh, and it's summer, which is Sam's birthday, which means I get an extra heart. That means I'm going to get 3 hearts from Sam for giving Sam this parsnip. That's amazing. I'm just checking. It doesn't look like I get extra hearts for quality, which is just aggravating. But that may not be the case. That may not have been the case in the video game either, but it just seems like it should matter. Sorry, I'm looking for the farming stuff to see if I can find the answer. How to play, actions, water crops. There we go. They're not going to talk about quality items anywhere, are they? Jerks. Buy and plant seeds. Quality crops. Anybody? Anybody know quality crops? Yeah, I don't know what the point of a quality crop is. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. That's probably why. It's an extra $1 because it's on its non-quality side, it's 2 gold. And on the quality side, it's 3 gold. So I bet it's just a value thing. Okay, fine. So we're going to gift it to Sam. And I'll put that back in the parsnip tray. And Sam gives 2 hearts. You can't see that. I'll put it over here. So Sam gives 2 hearts for parsnips, and summer is his birthday, so he grants an extra heart. So just like that, I got 3 hearts. I want to open community center. Oh, and when you give him a gift, I gain an ore. Any ore, and I need copper. So I'm going to gift myself, or he's going to gift me rather, a copper ore. Which is great. Now I can upgrade my pickaxe. See? Upgrade, copper. Okay, so Sam is now my friend. Sam's going to stick around over there. I'll deal with it later. But more importantly, I have a friend. And anytime I gift Sam a parsnip, I will get a heart. I think you could gift existing people, can't you? Or do you have to keep making friends? You probably have to keep making friends. That's most likely what it is. But there are events on the cards that let you give gifts to existing friends. So that's what we'll do. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to reveal and complete bundles for my second action in this location. Because I really got to know what my targets are. And if I have cards that can be used for those locations, I'd like to know that now, rather than sell them or get rid of them. Bundles. Spend an action to visit the community center. You may reveal and donate as much as you are able. Cool, so one action. Completing bundles requires you to, revealing. To reveal a bundle, discard a number of hearts equal to the number of players, then either. Reveal, okay, right. Okay, all right, so let's take a look at the bundles. Now, I want the fish tank because I have a fish in my inventory. So we're gonna reveal the fish tank bundle first. And that is river fish. And it happens to be a river fish. That's perfect. So I can actually donate, I can actually complete that right now. So I will in a moment. And that was one heart, by the way. Let's see. I feel like there's two rules of thumb here. One is one is to reveal a community room with fewer cards in it because you can get it done sooner. And every time you complete a room, you gain an item. And when I complete all of them, I gain an epic item. The other rule of thumb is reveal the ones with the most cards because you need access to them faster earlier in the game so that you can get down that stack faster. And in fact, I think that's probably where I'm going to go. Craft room, pantry, bulletin board, vault, and boiler room.
What did he say?
Huh? Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm sure because that's true in the video game as well. I'm going to reveal the vault for one. And that's just money. Okay. So that's one heart. And the pantry. We'll reveal the pantry for the last one. Quality, oh, that figures. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Well, we have a walleye, and it's any river or legendary fish. So we're going to donate this walleye to this river fish requirement. And so now that's gone. We have a crab pot or legendary fish. That's a bummer, but okay, fine. So our walleye goes off, and it is gone. Now we have a little bit more inventory space, which doesn't suck. Okay, so that was the end of the first day of spring, or the first quarter of spring, or summer, not spring. I could build stairs again. In fact, I think I'm going to. I have the stone. Yeah, I'm going to spend that stone, and I'm going to build stairs again. We got to getting on this mine. There's 12 levels of this thing. Okay. Level 3. Ooh, if I have a combat, then I gain bug meat. Interesting. Okay. Mine events. Couple different options for mine events and item cards. Oh. That's a good mine right there. Okay. Oh, and my stone. I took the stone away. Good. Great. Okay. All right. So, that's it. So I'm in the same location. We did our end of turn effects. And I still need to buy seeds. So let's do the next step of spring, or summer rather. Here I go again. I don't have quality crops. The pet stays with me. I can gift. I can gift. That is a good thing. I don't want to gift in my geode. I don't want to gift in my. Oh, I could have upgraded my starting tool. Oh, but I can only do one per, and I chose to build stairs. That's fine. I'll do it next turn. But I can gift. I'm not going to gift anything to Sam because I don't have anything worth gifting right now. And I get another freaking Joja tile. That sucks. What do we get? Polluted waters. No fishing at the river. Ah, jerks. Stop polluting my rivers. Damn Joja. And then I can sell stuff if I want to. I don't want to. Okay. I need to get seeds. Is there anything that's like water level 1 for summer? No. I can do hot peppers water level 2. Any quality crop or forageable. Quality crop or forageable. What does it cost to buy seeds? I have $5. I want to buy seeds. Spend 1 action where you can buy seeds. Seeds cost 1 gold and are planted immediately upon purchase. Okay. Well, okay, so I'm going to. I already have a friend. That's good. I feel like I should buy seeds and water crops in one shot. That way, if it rains, although it's summer, so it likely won't, or not very often. Joja is a goddamn menace. You are right. You are correct. Both of you. I hate them. Probably should have saved some hearts for Joja. Didn't think of it. Needed to get those things open. Do I spend time doing that right now? How do I get a crab pot? Anybody know? Let's look. One of the other options is fishing right now. Crab pot. Oh, bug meat. Well, let's buy 3 crops. Yeah, let's buy 3 crops for 1 action. And then we'll decide what we're going to do. And then we'll water them. That's all. Let's just be a farmer this round. We are going to buy, we're going to come over here and look. These are our summer options. We're going to buy a hot pepper. And that goes into water level 2 on the board. We're going to buy a blueberry, which goes into water level 3. and a melon, which goes into water level 4. And we did that for $3, one for each. So that was one action. We bought seeds. Now we're going to walk our butts over to our farm and forage along the way. And we're going to get a regular forageable. We'll go here. I know. And we're going to get a sweet pea, which I believe is a mushroom. Oh, no, it's not. I don't even know what that symbol means other than I know that Sam doesn't like them. So I can't gift it. But hey, look what it is, though. It is a quality sweet pea. It's a crop, though, not a forageable. It's not a crop, it's a forageable. So that's unfortunately. Oh, no. Oh, that's actually works for the community. It says any quality crop or quality forageable for the pantry. Ooh, I'm sure I can do that. We'll go here. Right here. This is what I got for foraging. A quality sweet pea. Now, I could sell it for $3, but I'm not going to, and here's why. Up here, that's not very much in focus, is it? Oh, that's much better. Okay. Up here, you will see this one that says any quality forageable, which I just picked up. That sweet pea is a quality forageable. I was thinking I had to grow it, but I don't. So that's good, though. So we're here. We're at the farm. Let's water crops. And when we water crops, all we do is slide all of our crops down one. They basically get closer to being done. They're all in green now, so if I get a green crow event, I'm going to lose one of them. But hey, worth a shot. Okay, that is the end of this turn. I'm going to, as an end of turn effect, says right here, I have to choose one of them. And I'm going to choose this round to upgrade my starting tool. So that is one of the options I can choose. I'm going to come down here and take a look. And one of my starting tools says upgrade costs a copper ore. I have a copper ore. So I'm going to discard the copper ore and upgrade my pickaxe to a copper pickaxe. Now, here's the deal with copper pickaxe. If your mining roll isn't a skull, you may shift your result by 1 in any direction, in the direction shown above. So I can, because it's a copper pickaxe, I can shift up. So if we, let's take an example. So if we, no, that's the wrong button. If we come here, oh, that's much clearer. Okay. So if we come here, let's say that I wanted this right here, but I rolled this. I could shift up. Or let's say I rolled this and I wanted this. I could shift up and get the ore. So the copper pickaxe lets me move up 1. The better you get in the pickaxe, the more flexibility you get with your roll mitigation. But for now, I can always adjust upward for a copper pickaxe. Okay. Oh yeah, that's much clearer. Apologies for the lack of focus earlier. So we have upgraded our pickaxe. Okay, now we resolve the next card in summer. Quality crops, baby. Yes. So which quality crops do we want? Well, probably the 2 that are coming off the soonest. Sam, our only friend, likes crops. That's good for us. Here's the thing, though. If a crow event happens, I get to choose which of the crops I lose. I don't know. Which ones do I upgrade? Part of me is like, upgrade the ones that are worth more, even though it's going to take you longer. But I'm not going to. Maybe I'll split the difference. I'll do a quality hot pepper and a quality melon, and leave the blueberry alone. I like it. Okay. Okay, now I get to choose where I want to go. Well, I could water my crops again. I could water my crops twice, get 2 crops, but I don't think I'm going to. Yeah. Yeah, I'll water my crops once. So I'll get the hot pepper, the quality hot pepper, and that'll scroll over. No, they won't. They'll stay up. They have to be watered. And then, so I got the hot pepper. No, I watered my crops. They all scroll over. That's where they are. And then I move. So I'm going to move to the community center and forage along the way. I got a stone. That's not bad. I can use that for descending the mine. And then when I'm here at the community center, I'm going to donate my sweet pea, which is a quality forageable. So my sweet pea comes off, and this quality crop is done. Cool. What's behind it is a quality animal product. Oh God, that's going to take forever. I don't have those cards yet at all. I can focus on other things for now. Okay. All right. That is the end of that turn, I think. Let us reveal another card. This is, I believe, the last card of summer. Ooh, is that an event? It is an event. Let's see what the event is. Gift from Dad, $3. I love you, Dad. That's very kind. Happy Father's Day to you, too. Okay. Thanks for the cash there, bud. Joja, though, with good things comes bad things. No fishing allowed at the lake. It is not a very fishing heavy or happy game right now. And then I get to sell resources if I want to. Oh, I didn't do the end of turn effect last turn. Do I want to descend the mine? Kind of, but that's a really cool card right now. I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to leave that up for now. I want to go visit the mine. I think I might even visit the mine twice. I have access, and the reason why I want the mine is there's 2 chances for items, 2 chances for mine events, and then 2 chances to descend without having to spend my stone. So it's a good card. I might try mining twice. Before I do, though, do I, at the end of the season, lose my crops like you do in the video game? No. Interesting. Okay, great. Well, I can keep those crops up, so I don't have to worry about losing those. So yeah, I'm going to go to the mine twice. Yeah. Okay, let's roll some dice. Hey, now, look at that. We're going to choose that and this, and we're going to complete a mining event. So we draw from the mining event deck, and we receive a light in the dark. Roll 3 Stardew dice as a bonus mine action and choose any 2 for your result. Wow. Okay. All 3 hearts. Oh my God. I guess I'm getting an ore. Can you believe that? That is a wild roll. Oh man. Okay. It's still copper ore in level 3. Oof. God, I wish I could re-roll. I'll take the copper ore, I guess. I can always sell it, but like, I can't even adjust it because hearts are only in the top corner of the card. Ugh, that's frustrating. I mean, it's not a bad thing, really. It's just frustrating. I'll put that over there for now. I don't really need copper right now. Fine. I guess I'm getting copper. Ugh, bummer. Okay. So that was 1 mining action. I think I go again. I could, or I could move. It's still summer, so I don't want to buy seeds. I don't feel like fishing right now, so moving Judge is not really high on my list. Items wouldn't suck, though. Let's just go again. Let's just go again. Okay. It is a heart and a Junimo. A heart and a Junimo is either nothing or another ore. Oh my God. These rolls, man. And there's nothing I can do about it because even if I shift up using my pickaxe, it's still just another ore. Okay, let's get a copper. I can always sell them. I have 2 copper. I'm full up on inventory now. That was kind of a waste. I hate that. Okay, I'm going to build stairs for my end of turn effect. So I'm going to discard my stone. And we're going to go down on the deck. And level 4. Ooh, risky, risky. If I roll the Junimos and I hit the skull icons, I will lose a gold on level 4. On the other hand, there is no ore unless I catch it on a geode. Good choice, good chance to get geodes. This is kind of a rough card, though. Okay. I think that is it then. Yeah, that's it. Let's go to last day of summer. Pull the tiles. And put on fall. Yes, that's going to go there. And the trees. Okay. And then, oh, I get to do professions again. Okay, so now farming, foraging, fishing, or mining. Mm. The requirement for this next pickaxe is the next ore type, which I believe is iron, which I can get on level 4, where I'm currently at. But there's no ore on that card, which means the only place I can get it is if I go open a geode, which I'd have to pay Jojo to unlock. Or I can descend and go down another level because there will be more iron in future levels. So descending is the option, the better choice. Hope you like copper. Yeah. I could choose farming and mining. Just see what we've got. I feel like I've got a decent mining thing, so maybe I do fishing and farming this round. Choose between those. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Fishing and farming. Ooh. A sprinkler. Water all planted crops. But I think it's just a one-timer. Or regular stuff is before fishing, you may spend 3 gold to catch any fish in the current location. Wow. The other option is pirate. When you catch a fish, draw an item, discard the fish to keep the item. Whoa. That's a little too hard to pass up. I've got to go with pirate. The ability to basically choose between the fish and the items, that's a big deal. Cannot see profession cards. My bad. I'll come down here. There you go. So I just got pirate. When you catch a fish, draw an item, discard the fish to keep the item. So I basically get a choice between the fish that I caught and, but I have to catch a fish. I do have to catch a fish. It can't just be trash. But if I catch a fish, I can always choose between it and the top card of the item deck. That's pretty powerful. Okay. What was I doing? Right. Starting the next season. That's what I was doing. Green Crow event. Great. Which of my crops do I want to lose? I'm going to lose the blueberry because it's not the quality crop. Damn crows. Event. Weather report. Look at the next season card. If it's a season end, look at card after that. Okay, so this is the card that's coming next. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it face up so we know what's happening. You can't see it though, can you? I'll go to this view, which you can't see. Oh yeah, you can see it down here. So this is normally the draw deck. I just put the next card coming face up so we know what it is. I don't have any crops in the red zone, but I'm certainly not going to put any now because I know we're about to see a red crow. I will be able to give a gift to Sam next round. I will see another event card next round, and I'll be able to sell some stuff. So that was the event card. I can sell some stuff now. I think I want to sell, what, both of my wood? Right here on the board, it tells me this thing I've been looking at this whole time. I don't even actually have to look at it. That's a bummer. Okay. Do I want to sell both of my coppers, or am I worried about having to donate a copper? I don't want to just hold on to it though. I think I'll sell both of my coppers. That's probably a mistake. I'll probably regret that. But, it is what it is. $2. I want the inventory space back. And I need to get to $10 if I'm going to buy a building for my farm and get some animal products going. So I'm at $7 now. Okay. That was that. Moving on. What do we do? Well, I want stone so that I can build stairs to descend the mine. I should water that crop, though, while I have the chance. See if I can't get that melon off of there. I need a legendary fish, and I can start fishing for items now. So maybe I go fishing, and the only place I can left is the ocean fish, which is, there's 4 ocean fish out here. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. I'd also like an epic item. So getting these artifacts wouldn't be bad either. But as it is, I think I'm going to go fishing twice. So I can go fishing for items. Yeah. Huh. I might have been doing that wrong. We'll see. Let's go fishing for yeah, we're going to go fishing for ocean fishing. And we're going to roll, what is it? Is it 3? I think it's all 3. It is all 3. We're going to roll all 3. Ooh. We finally got our frickin' star drop. But that's all right. We have a couple of options. Fishing. I can get this red mullet while I can. I can fish multiple times though. But as it is, I'd only have 1 heart. So I might as well fish this one. It's the best one I have. I wish I rolled multiple hearts. I'd have been able to pull both the anchovy and the sardine in 1 fish go. But as it is, I'll pull the red mullet. It's worth more anyway. And now let's figure out whether we want to keep the item or not. Wild seeds. No, I don't want the item. I'll keep the fish. And these slide down and we get another one. Sturgeon. Fish twice. We'll get the sardine. Move all these down. And now we'll see if I like the item. Whoop, spun that card, didn't I? Catalog. For every wood you discard, gain an item. Ooh. I have wood to discard, but I need them for buildings because I chose not to befriend Robin. I think I'm going to go ahead and say no to that. I'll keep the fish because I can sell them in a moment. Neither of them are high quality, so I don't think I'm going to worry about them for community board. End of turn, though. I don't have the stone to build stairs. I don't have the material to upgrade my pickaxe. I do have the money for Jojo, but I really don't want to. So we're just going to move on. This is the card that becomes active. I don't have any props in my red zone. I can give a gift to Sam. I have technically one that I could give him, and it would give me 3 hearts, which would be helpful for getting rid of Joja. And I feel like I should do that. It's worth $3, which is kind of a bummer, but if I sold it instead, I'd have 10, and then I'd be only 1 wood away from a building. So maybe I should sell it instead and get either the coop or the barn built, or the stable. I don't know what the horse gives me, but I'm guessing it gives me an extra movement. I better build the coop first, though, to start cranking out animal products. Oh, do I sell it or do I gift it? If I gift it, I can get rid of Joja. If I sell it, I can spend all of my money on a building. I could gift Sam a fish. He doesn't not like fish, which just basically means that I'll get 1 heart. Let's just do that. I'll gift him a sardine. And I will get 1 heart from Sam. Great, I've gifted him. Now an event happens. Get a random mineral. I'll get a random mineral, no problem. Here, let me come down here. I'll get a random mineral, sure. Love that. It's got to be a mineral, though, not an artifact. That's okay, maybe it'll be iron. You don't know. So there's the artifact I would have gotten. As it is, it's basalt. I'll put those back in, shuffle that later. Basalt is good. It is a H, which would fit on the other column, but I'll keep that and donate it. Got basalt. So that was the event. Love that for me. And then I get to sell items if I want to. I think I will. I'll sell this red mullet for 2. So the mullet will go away, and I have 7 now, so now I'm up to 9. Okay. I'm 1 away, but not too bad now. Okay, so that's the end of that. So now I get to do my actions. Oh, hey. Do I have to spend $8 to unlock the vault? Probably. I think I have to actually turn in $8. Ugh. It only gets worse, though. I won't do that right now. I need the money right now. I want to water that crop twice and get my melon out. That's what I should do. I also wouldn't mind, it's not the end of fall yet. We have 2 more cards for that. There are fall crops I could be planting. I could buy seeds and then water crops. That wouldn't suck. I probably should do that. So I'll buy seeds. No, but I don't want to spend money right now. But you got to make money, right? You got to get crops to make money. So, okay, I'll spend $2. I don't like it, but I will. Spend $2. I'll buy 2 crops. I'll buy a 3 and a 4 crop. So I will buy this eggplant for 3 and this cranberry for 4. And then we will move and forage. We'll forage here. And we got a quality blackberry. Does not suck. And then we're going to water our crops one time. Everybody moves down. Cool. And now it is the next turn. Now, do I want to do anything that I have for the end of turn stuff? Don't have stone. Okay, that's that. Ooh, I got a free water the crop. Great. So the melon comes off. And it's a quality melon worth $5. And then these slide down. Cool. And now the pet stays with me. The fish finally cycle. I didn't refill it the last time. That's fine. I'll just move that down. These are not legendary, so the fish refill. Hello. A snail, an oyster, and a clam. All of them require bug meat, which I don't have. Bug meat. Okay. Oh, right. And then I get to sell stuff. I'm going to sell the melon for $5. The quality melon for $5. Cool. Okay. Now what do I want to do? I do want to... I need wood. I need to build buildings. Now, where do I build buildings? Over here. There's no wood along the way. So that was dumb. Foraging that blackberry was not the right choice. That's okay, though. I could water my crops while I'm here, or do I even want to do that? Well, I kind of do, kind of don't. I don't have room. Oh, this is painful. I want to forage that wood is the thing. Yeah, okay. I'm going to water crops. That means the eggplant comes off. Ooh. Am I going to water crops, though? Hold on. I need the room for the wood. So I don't have room in my inventory. I only have one spot left, and I don't want to give up anything. So we'll do it backwards. We'll go here and we'll sell things. So buy seeds and sell things is what it says. So I could sell the blackberry for $2. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll sell the, do I want to? I'm a little bit nervous to get rid of it. Yeah, I think I better though. I'll sell the blackberry for $2. And then I will move here and forage the wood. Boom. And then water my crops for the eggplant. And that's the end of my turn. And I'm full up now, but now I have wood and the money to buy a building. So let's finish off the round. I don't have stone to build stairs. I would love to. I could remove Joja, but I don't really have a driving need to at the moment. Except for maybe, yeah, I will. I'm going to get rid of this Joja that's blocking the geodes because I have a geode and I'm heading over here to donate here soon. So I'm going to take this heart that I have in spare, and I'm going to get rid of the Joja, blocking the geode. Right. Next turn. Hey, it's the Stardew Valley Fair. Each player gains an item. Don't mind if I do. A pink cake. Pink cake. Discard during the birthday month of one of your friends to gain 2 hearts. Sure. I'll wait till summer and get 2 hearts for free. Love that. Okay, last day of fall. That means that was actually the end of fall. So this is actually this season. Okay, so wait, I still continue. I don't just keep resolving. So this is an actual step in the game. I will resolve this after this turn. I need to build buildings. And so let's come over here to Robin for my first action, and I'm going to buy buildings. I'm going to buy a coop. Coop comes over here. Let's pop out to the wider view, see what we can see. I'll just put the coop out here. It costs 2 wood and $10. So here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 2 wood. I finally get these wood off of my inventory. That's important. Okay. All right. Now I have a chicken coop. I don't have any animals yet, but I have a chicken coop. I'm going to have to pay its upkeep cost at the end of the year, though. So I'm going to have to be wary of that. It's $5 to keep it alive. That's okay though. You got to spend money to make money. Okay, so I bought a building, and now I'm going to travel to open a geode and donate to the museum. And in so doing, I'm going to forage. And I got another blackberry. Just a regular blackberry, though, not a high quality one. Okay, and now, do I want to open geodes or do I want to donate to the museum? I'm going to open a geode. I've had it in my inventory forever. It's this right here. So let's come down here. Let's come here instead. You can actually see the chart. So I'm opening that geode, which is the top line of that chart. And so I'm going to roll a die. And it is an ore. So we will consult the ore chart on the current level of the mine, which says you can either get a copper or an iron. You can guess which one I'm going to get. I'm going to get an iron. So I can upgrade my pickaxe again. Yes. Okay, geode goes back in the box. I believe I did that right. I'm just going to consult the rules to make sure that I open the geode correctly. Oh, nope. I did not do that correctly. Aha. I did not do that correctly. Okay. So when you open a geode, whenever you gain the geode, you gain it from the ore tile of the level that you're in at the time, because you're always gaining geodes from the mine. And the mine always tells you what ore types you can get. The level that I gained this geode on was a copper level. So this is a geode with copper on the back of it. Therefore, this geode contained copper. No iron for me. That's okay, though. I'll take the money. And more importantly, it got the damn geode out of my inventory. Okay. because JoJo was blocking me for a long time. I would have actually preferred it to have been an artifact, but it is what it is. I'll take the money. Okay. Next round, which is the end of fall already. So all the tiles come off. What would I have gotten if I had forged this one? Ooh, a hazelnut, a quality hazelnut. I chose incorrectly. I was curious because that was a 50-50 shot when I forged there. Okay. Yep. Trees. And now it is winter time. No iron for me. Shocking. Shocking, I say. It is frigid. Like my soul. Okay. Winter time. Oh, that's right. I get to draw professions again. That's good. Where did these come from? These came from the artifact bag. They must have fallen out when I moved the bag. Into the bag you go. Okay. Which two professions do I want to try to go for now? That's the question. I can improve farming. The thing is, I like the two that I have. So maybe I look at foraging and farming because I don't have those two. And if anything's going to beat it, the two that I've got, I should... Interesting. Did it work? Did it want to work? Oh, you can't see those. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So I want to make sure you can see those. So I took a foraging card and a farming card. We'll see if either of these improve my choices here. When I perform a gift action, gain any forageable tile on the board, counts towards raise animal goals. Interesting. I don't quite understand that, but okay. Keg, spend one action, discard crops to gain heart tokens. One per crop discarded. Interesting. I don't think I want either of those. They're good. Foraging is a little unclear, but the keg, I'm mostly wanting to sell my crops. I don't really want to discard them for hearts. Okay, so I've chosen not to pick something different than I currently have. Right, next season, winter. Pets do not move. The fish come off. Come on, legendaries. No legendaries. That's all right, though. Slowly bleeding the deck. I can sell stuff. I might. In fact, I have... why do I have an iron ore? I should not have an iron ore here. Oh, that's because I picked one and never put it back. Fine. I think I'm going to sell the blackberry. Get it gone. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll leave the others for now. But I'll sell the blackberry for $1. All right, my turn. Now, I could water my crop before the crows get it. Probably should. It's a cranberry. It'd be worth $4 if I manage to get it fully grown. I need to buy an animal. Maybe because of that. No, I'm going to sell the copper too. I can't really use the copper. And that'll give me an extra buck, which would be just enough to buy a chicken. And chickens will at least make me an egg. And I don't know how you make a quality chicken. Oh, because you have to make your chicken happy. That's why. Okay. Okay. Well, I sold some stuff. I have $6, so let's buy an animal from Marnie. We're going to buy a chicken for our chicken coop. So let's do that. We're going to spend all 6 of our bucks, and we get a chicken. Chicken goes in the chicken coop. And it is not happy. It is just a regular, normal, content chicken. So it's only going to produce regular eggs right now. When you get a chicken, does it immediately produce for you, or do I have to do something? Buy animals. Nope. Nope. Okay. You just have an animal. Great. I don't have stone. I can't go fishing in the river, and it all requires bug meat right now, and I don't have bug meat. So let's just go get our crop done. We'll come up here, we'll forage. Fiber, lucky me. And we'll water our crop. We'll get cranberries off. Now we have a cranberry worth $4. I will collect from animals, although I can't, it's its own action. So I'll wait. End of the turn, one of the things I can do is pet animals from my end of turn effects. I think I know what it does, but I just want to double check. Discard any amount of heart tokens. Oh, I don't have any heart tokens. It requires 1 heart to make it happy. Oh, I can't pet animals. Oh, that's a bummer. Ooh. I can't give gifts either, can I? Oh, that sucks. I can't pet my chicken because I don't have any hearts. Okay, fine. It is what it is. Okay, end of the turn. That was all I could do. I can't do anything else. Oh, night market. You may discard one of Grandpa's gold cards and then draw a new card to replace it. Oh. Okay, I get one for I get to get rid of a Grandpa goal for free. What do we get rid of? Oh, well, first of all, we got done with expanding the farm because we just built a building. So this is done. That was done before we had that decision to make. Have 10 gold per player by the end of the game. That will be done later. Although I think it's safe to say that this one we can't actually clear by the end of the game, so we probably better put that at the back. And maybe we discard it. Maybe we just discard that. That's be the one that we get rid of. Yeah, because I'm not technically sure the rules state you can cycle Grandpa's gifts. I know you can't, or missions, so I'm just going to say we get rid of that one. Fill museum slots equal to 2 times the number of players. I did that already. Because it's 1 player and I filled 2 slots. So that's done. Okay. Well, we restored the museum. Lucky us. Next. Okay. I need to make 2 more friends by the end of the game. I need to catch a legendary fish. Upgrade starting tools. Upgrade your starting tools a total of 2 times per player. So I have to upgrade my tool 1 more time, and I get rid of that one. All right, cool. Thank you, Night Market. That helped me a lot. I might, if I need to. I mean, this is only the first year, and we'll see this. We may not see that card again, actually. In fact, I know we won't, because we'll only see these cards once. I can, if worst case, I can just spend a lot of time fishing, and it'll get rid of those cards fast, or rid of those fish fast. Plus, cards like this one. Oh wait, what am I doing? Night Market's its own deal. I'll read that later. So now we just go a turn. I don't want to give up a turn. Well, I don't have a lot of room. I was hoping that card would let me sell some stuff, but it's not going to. I can spend an action to do it. Well, do I sell some stuff and make some money right now? I'd like to be able to give some gifts, though. When can you give gifts? Maybe I'm only thinking I can only do it whenever I get the option to give a gift. Is there, look at any time thing lets you give a gift? Nope. It's on a season card. Okay, fine. Giving a gift to Sam lets me gain an ore. And it's equal to the ore level that I'm at. So I would love it if I could give a gift to Sam right now. But as it is, I need stone. I don't really want to lose. I don't have any gold right now. That's actually the perfect time to do this. We're going to go mining. We're probably going to go mining twice. That's what we're going to do. So we're going mining. I'll come out wide for the moment so you can see the roll. Okay. And I rolled when I should not have. I'm going to roll 2 dice, not 3. Not fishing. Okay. Well, that's a much better roll. I get 2 stone. I could get 2 geodes. Ooh. I could get 2 geodes by shifting up using my copper pickaxe. Because it's probably better if I go here. Because this roll is 2 sun drops. If I shift up, it's 2 geodes. And if we look here, geodes at this level will be blue. So I have opportunities to get artifacts, more minerals that I can donate to the museum, or the ore that I need to upgrade my pickaxe. And I would get 2 of them. I think I'm going to go with 2 geodes. And you better believe they're the blue kind. Because here you can see these are the types of geodes that are available. So I'm taking the 2 best kinds of geodes. I'm going to discard this obnoxious fiber in order to make room. Okay, I have 2 blue geodes. And guess where I'm going to go? I'm going to go visit Clint right now. I'm not going to go twice. Yes, please. I'm nearly certain I have to wait for the icon to show up. I don't think I get to give a gift whenever I want. But if I'm wrong, let me know. I'm going to move to Clint's to open geodes, and I'm going to forge along the way. Or am I? Yeah, I am, but it won't matter. Oh, it's an artifact. Maybe it will matter. Let's see. Nope, it don't matter. It's a tibia, and it goes into a location that I already have a tile. So it just goes out of the game, and I don't care about it. It would have been nice to get something better than that, but that's all right. Okay, second action is we're going to open geodes. Yeah, let me know. Please let me know if you find a when can I give a gift to my friend's answer. Right, so I roll a die for geode number 1. It is a Junimo, which means it's an artifact. And I got D, which is really good. It's a skull. So I'm going to need to donate here very soon. So that takes care of 1. Would be nice if this one's an ore, but that's all right. Here comes number 2. Junimo again. Was hoping for an ore. But if I can get an A out of this, this will be good. And I got an A. I'm about to get an epic item, y'all. I got an ancient doll. Ancient doll and a skull completes the column of the museum. I don't even need this for the game, but I really want the epic item, so we're going to do it. I don't even know what it is. We're going to find out what the top deck is as soon as I donate it. All right, so that's the end of that round, though. I don't get that turn. I don't get to find out what I got till I donate. Okay. End of the round. Do I want to build stairs? I don't have stone. I don't have hearts, so I can't pet my animals. I don't have the ore, so I can't upgrade my pick. And I don't have anything with which to remove Joja, so no. Moving on. Fish go away. Boom, boom. And then slide down and get more fish. A legendary crimson fish and driftwood. Okay, looks like we're going to go fishing again soon. Right. Oh, I get to give gifts to Sam. Amazing. It's winter time. I will give Sam this eggplant, I think. Yeah. I'll give Sam this eggplant, which is 2 hearts because it's a crop and he loves crops. So the eggplant comes off, and it is not a premium, so that's also good. And Sam will give me 2 hearts. Now I can pet my chickens. Oh, and when I give Sam a gift, I get any one ore, which gives me, at long last, an iron ore. So Sam finally gifted me the iron that I've been looking for. Great. Joja figures. What does Joja do? Buildings now require additional wood. Well, at least I got that coop built before that happened. And now I get to sell stuff if I want to. And I think I do. I'm going to sell this cranberry for $4. I might even sell the hot pepper for $3. but I don't think I'm going to. I'll sell the cranberry for $4. Okay. Okay, now it is my turn, and I'm going to donate to the museum. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it right there and donate. So, how is this going to go? I'm going to donate the basalt. It goes on H. Basalt goes on H. I'm going to donate the ancient doll. That goes on A. I'm going to donate the skull. That goes on D. And that fills up the first column, which lets me draw an epic item. And it's an ancient fruit. Spend 2 actions to gain a gift from any one of your friends. So if I want an ore at any time, I spend 2 actions and it's mine. Because Sam gives me an ore as his gift. All I have to do is keep descending the mine to increase the ore that I get. As tools go, it's not like the strongest thing in the world, but the more friends I get, the more different kinds of gifts I have access to. So I think I want to start making more gifts, or getting more friends rather, to increase my flexibility. I need to anyway. I need to make 3 gifts to finish the game. Okay, that was 1 action. I got the hearts from a gift from Sam. It was the start of this one. Okay. Right. I have lots of inventory space. I think I want to go fishing and see if I can't get this legendary fish from ocean fishing. Oh, and I forge along the way. It's a stone. I don't mind that. I need the stone for the mine. It pains me. I get the trash, and the trash goes away. So I can draw another fish. Maybe it's a legendary. We don't know. Could happen. Nope, more trash. I didn't get the fishing pole. I should have almost taken the fishing profession instead. Gotten the fishing pole. But the mine is so valuable to if you can spend the time on it. Okay, end of the round, or end of the turn. So I'm going to upgrade my pick. I'm going to spend my iron ore, and I'm going to upgrade my pick to an iron pickaxe. Pretty certain. Yep. Now I can adjust left as well as up. Okay, I can only do 1 end of turn effect. So I'm going to move on, draw another card. Winter, an event card. Okay, event card says the blacksmith. Upgrade any starting tool once. What? Let's zoom in. That's a momentous occasion. That's what it says. Upgrade any starting tool once. I just upgraded it to iron, so I get to go again. I am at gold pickaxe. Yes. If your mining roll isn't a monster, you may shift your result by 1 in a direction shown above. All 4 cardinal directions. Nice. Thank you, event. Free upgrade. That's great. Okay. All right. Now where am I going? Oh wait, Joja first. I gotta resolve the card. Joja's water shortage. When you take the water action, only move one crop. Oh God, I'm getting rid of that as fast as I can. You know what? In fact, oh, I can't. I got to spend the end of turn action to do it. Fine. Rude. Okay, I get to sell stuff. I don't want to sell stuff. So we go again. We just take our turn. I think we're going to explore the mine. We have this great pickaxe. We might have to downgrade it. In fact, we will have to downgrade it at the end of the year. So we're gonna explore the mine. We might even explore the mine twice. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'll pop out here so you can see the roll. Okay, I can move in cardinal directions. But it is a skull. So I lose a gold. Nice. I'm going to go again. Do I go again? I hate this card. Do I waste it? Maybe I don't. Hold on. I have a heart. Maybe I go make a friend. Let's go make a friend and forge along the way. We're not gonna mine right now. We're gonna get rid of this card first. We'll forge here, and it is a winter root, and we'll discard a heart to make a friend. Villager. Krobus. Winter birthday. Gain 2 bug meat. That doesn't suck, actually. But his gifts are really hard. Huh. I'm going to be mining a lot, though. Do I make Krobus my friend? It's a winter birthday. I don't have an item to gift him right now, actually. In fact, I don't have any item to gift him. So I can't make him my friend. That's a bummer. All right. That's worth a shot. That would have been fun, though, to have Krobus as a friend. All right. End of turn. I'm going to build stairs with my stone. Stone comes off. This card can pound sand. I hate it. Level 4 is gone. Level 5, end my turn. Rude. Going to descend as fast as I can from here. And, well, that card's going to make that possible. Okay. Well, that's a thing. Last days of winter. Here it comes. Winter has entered. The year has come to an end. All right. So, a couple things need to happen. The end of the year. This is the campaign mode for those joining us. We pull out the end of year cards. Or end of season cards, rather. Okay. And then what we do is we take the regular deck and we get to the end of every season and we add the end of season card. And we get to the end of summer and we add the end of summer card. And then we get to the end of fall and we add the end of fall. And then we get to the end of winter and we say the last days of winter. Okay, so now we have our end of the month, end of the season cards in place for the next year. Now, let's end of year cleanup. 1, any accomplished grandpa goals and bundles can be removed from the campaign. Did that already. And bundles. I did that already as well. 2, friended villagers. Ooh, I don't know. Think I have enough money. Oh. I didn't think about that. You know what? I needed to have been thinking about that. I didn't think about that. I'm going to retcon something. I normally don't go this far back, but I'm going to retcon something. I'm going to take my heart back because I didn't end up making a friend anyway. And instead of making a friend, I was going to sell things because I need to have $5 to keep my coop. And I just picked up this winter root worth 2. So I'm going to sell the winter root for 2 instead of trying to make a friend. That's what I would have done had I been thinking about these rules. I didn't. So that is what it is. Okay. Anyway, I still want to lose this coop for an administrative mistake when it didn't make a difference anyway. So anyway, any built buildings may stay if you are able to pay half their gold cost. The coop is a $10 gold cost building, so we're going to spend my $5 to keep the coop. That means the animal in my coop gets to stay. He wasn't in a happy state anyway. He was just in a neutral state, so he just stays that way. Tools may also stay, but they downgrade by 1 level. So my gold pickaxe returns to an iron pickaxe state. That's right. It was fun to have for a moment. I'll go back and finish it. But professional upgrades stay. Acquired items stay. Level in the mine stays. Museum donations stay. Joja on the board stay. Reset to the cars and the seasons. I did that. I don't have any leftover money. Friends. Friended villagers may stay if you're able to give them a heart or a gift they love. I'm going to give them a gift they love. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm going to give them a heart because I have a gift for them next summer already in my inventory. So I'm going to give them a heart, and now they get to stay. They get to be kept as a friend. Cool. Sam has been handling me quite nicely, giving me gifts and all that kind of stuff, and they're easy to give gifts to. So, great. Okay. That is the end of that. So now we have finished our setup. So now we just go again. We start the game. Every round we start every game we start the year with $3, no matter what. Okay. And we're set up. We're ready to go. The only thing I have to do now is change the forageables. Hold on, I'm kind of organizing my life over here a moment. I kind of made a mess. That's all right. Easy to fix. All right, here comes spring. I'm going to shuffle these a moment. Give yourself a little bit of randomization. I think we'll play to the end of this month, or this season, rather. What? The rules say what items can be given as gifts and what items can't, but nothing about when such gifts can occur and if you get the gift ability at that time. Yeah, okay. So gifting is it only happens when the icon appears in the season cards. When you draw a season card and it has a gift on it, then you can give a gift. And when that symbol appears, you get the gift. Like if I look at Sam, come down here and show Sam. I can't see Sam. I'll put Sam over here. So when you give Sam a gift, in fact, you can see it here. Trigger gift abilities. So I give gift to Sam, which he loves crops. And if I give him a crop, in summer, he gives me an extra heart. So he gives me 2 hearts for a crop, an extra heart in summer if I give him a crop. And when I give him any gift, whether it's a crop or something else, I gain an ore. And the only time I can give him a gift is when the card triggers gift giving abilities, as far as I can tell. The rules say that what items can be given as gifts. Oh, I was unable to find a specific answer to my question when you can give gifts to friends. Page 14 says you can give a gift to friends to make them stick around and earn hearts. Yeah, that's when you first get them. When you like go get a friend from Gus's to make a friend. It doesn't say anything about giving gifts to friends after that. The gift icon on the season card triggers a gift. Yeah, that's the only time. Yeah, that's fine. We can debate it offline, but I'm nearly certain I'm correct from looking around. You might also try looking at the StardewValley.net. I believe that's the website. For the board game itself, there's a facts section where the designer answers some questions there as well, not just on BoardGameGeek.com. Alrighty. Let's see. Right, so this is the beginning of spring. We go to spring. We don't have any crops, so the green crow event means nothing to me, and I can give a gift to Sam. I only have one gift to give to Sam, and I don't really want to give it to him right now. But I would like an ore. But the ore wouldn't matter to me right now. So no, I'm not going to give him a gift. Okay, event card. Event card. Loot garbage. Choose and gain any common item from the discard. If no discards, draw one instead. From the discard, eh? All right. Any common item. There is a list of common items, if I recall, in the book. There they are. Oh, common items in the discard. Oh, the item cards. Oh my. All right. Discard. I don't really want any of these items. Because I like the items that I have. Oh, ancient items. I don't think epic items, rather, I don't think they count as part of your item counts. I think they stay on the side. They can be traded unless they say otherwise. Player may hold as many of these as they like. Oh, great. Perfect. Ancient fruit does not occupy an item slot, so maybe I do care about these. Dinosaur. When I give a gift, gain an artifact. Ooh. Spend one action, gain a forgeable tile on the board anywhere. Okay. For every wood you discard, gain one item. Interesting. I think we'll take the dinosaur for now. Because I'm going to be giving gifts, hopefully giving gifts frequently, whether it's to Sam or other people. And anytime I do that, I'll get an artifact, and I might be able to finish the museum. I don't need to finish the museum. I just like having epic items. They're fun. So unless I get a better item, I'll go ahead and do that. Sure. Okay. Now I get to sell things, but I'm not going to. I only have the one thing, and it's for Sam for his birthday in summer. Right. Now I get to take my first action of spring. Don't have any. I have $3. I could buy some seeds right now. It would let me buy another animal. If I bought another animal, I could buy a duck or a rabbit. Rabbits are $10 though. So I think I should buy seeds, make some money, see if we can't buy some more animals for our coop. I'll buy a parsnip, a potato, and a strawberry. Two, three, and four. Yep. all 3 of my bucks go away. So that was buy seeds. I think I'm going to travel over here and forage. We got a horseradish, a quality horseradish, and we're going to water our crops once. Oh, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'll still water my crops. I'll just water 1 parsnip, unfortunately. Because of frickin' Joja and their water shortage. I could spend the heart to do it, but I don't want to. I want to upgrade my chicken to being happy instead. In fact, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to spend my heart, and I'm going to flip my chicken to its happy side. Now, anytime I gather from animals, I will gain a quality egg. Okay, end of the turn. Quality item. I will make the parsnip quality. Doesn't really matter. It's an extra buck. So yeah, I'll make the parsnip quality because it's the first thing coming off. And then I can sell. I don't think I will sell right now. It's a chance. Get $3 for this horseradish I just got. Yeah, I'll get my money back. I'll forage the horseradish for $3. Sure. Or sell it rather. Okay. I'm going to do 2 actions here. Yeah, I'm going to water my crops for 1. So I'm going to get this parsnip off. And then I'm going to collect from animals for 1 and get a quality egg. Okay. Don't have any hearts. Do have money. Don't have stone. Can't remove Joja. Don't have the ore. So moving on. Water. Oh, now, when I take the water action, so when rain happens, it doesn't count. So these will both upgrade for rain. An event. Gunther's reward. Keep. Discard when any player donates to the museum to gain an item. Oh, that's cool. I'll gain an item the next time I donate anything. To the museum anyway. Okay, and then I get to sell something if I want to. I won't for now. All right. I'm going to go here for my first action and donate my large, high-quality egg to the community center to complete this artisan bundle. And I put these, where was I putting these? Over here. Okay. That now means any fall crop. I sold my freaking fall crop. Oh, gotta wait till fall. Stupid. That's fine. Egg comes off. I should have held on to it. I knew better. I knew that was going to happen. That's all right. Okay. I guess what I'm debating is I don't have the hearts, so I can't make more friends. I could go mining. Yeah, let's go mining. I'll come up here. I'll forage here. Oh, it's a stone, even better. And then I will go mining. Perfect. Okay, so I rolled a heart and a Junimo. Heart and a Junimo means here. I have an iron pickaxe. Ooh, but I downgraded my freaking pickaxe. Oh, I didn't downgrade it. It got downgraded by the year. Well, okay. Oh, I didn't pay attention to that. That was a waste. Oh well, I rolled the dice and I gambled and I lost. I didn't get a good die roll. It is what it is. All right, so that's the end of that round. I'm going to build stairs. So I'm going to take the stone that I just got as a forageable and I'm going to build stairs. So that means this stupid card goes away and this stupid level goes away. We're halfway through the mine. Gain 1 stone and end your turn on a combat, and there is a lot of combat on that card. Oh my. I'm going to be building stairs, I think. If I'm lucky enough to roll stone. Oh, but I'll gain stone from the golem. Okay, that's fine. I can work with it. But I'll end my turn, so it's got to be the last thing I do. So it doesn't matter if my turn ends. Okay. What am I going to do with my second action? No, wait, that was the end of that was my second action. What are we going to do now? We are going to No, I built stairs and I explored the mine first. I think. No, I didn't. That was just where I was. I built the stairs. Now it's the next turn. We resolve the next card. Event card again. Okay. Traveling merchant. Keep it. Discard at the river fishing space to gain 2 items. Maybe I care about river fishing again. Okay. I should be going after this freaking legendary fish is what I should do. Joja. Players may take only 1 action at the mine during their turn. Stupid. I can sell things, but I don't want to. Okay, we're going to go fishing. Probably twice. Three. Dang it. I can't afford any of that, so I get the trash. Cool. That just means more fish out of the bag. Tilapia. Oh, well, that's interesting. Yeah, okay. We're going to fish again. Hearts. Hearts everywhere. Nothing, and I don't even have the ability to get trash because there is no trash. Cool. Love that for me. I'm getting real tired of not having a fishing upgrade. I can tell you what. Yeah. Okay. Last day of spring. But it's summer now. And so that means I can plant some summer crops and give gifts to Sam to get more hearts, finally. Assuming I get a gift card in summer now. That's always a big question mark. Trees, I don't think I've ever put trees on, actually. Whoops, that's all right. I wasn't over in that area of the game anyway. Okay. Right. Joja everywhere. What do I want to do? Well, I get to draw season I get to draw season stuff. So I'm getting tired of not being able to fish very well. I would also like, tough call, really. I'm going to go fishing and mining again. See what happens. Lead bobber, you may attempt to catch ocean fish from any location. That's tempting. The other one is, after resolving a monster's ability in the mine, gain any ore or geode. Whoa. I like this ocean fish from any location thing, but it's only going to be useful until I catch the fish that I want. I don't really need artifacts right now. So I think I'm going to get rid of my excavator and take the lead bobber, and I'll replace that with a different profession later. Okay. Now I'm debating. Oh wait, I still have to resolve this card, don't I? Ooh, quality upgrade. I'll upgrade the potato. No, I won't. I'll upgrade the strawberry. No, I won't. No, I won't. I'll upgrade the potato. Then the raven will take the strawberry. And then the pet doesn't move. I do get to give a gift to Sam, and it's summertime. I'm giving Sam this hot pepper, finally. And Sam will give me 3 hearts. 2 because it's a crop, 1 because it's a summer. And I'll gain any 1 ore as a result. So the hot pepper comes back. Gain 3 hearts from Sam because I gave him a birthday on his birthday month. And I gain an ore for giving him a gift. I will get the best ore I can from the current level, which is iron, which I don't need, but it is worth $2. So I can sell it for 2, excuse me. Now I can sell whatever I want. So I'll sell the ore for $2. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, so I think for my first action, I'm going to come here and water a crop. And then I'm going to come here and forage along the way. Ooh, and I get an artifact. Okay, let's find out what I got. I got a golden mask with a question mark in it, which tells me I can put that anywhere. I'm going to hold on to that, and we're going to see where to end up putting that. That is bothering me, so hold on. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so then I foraged. Now I'm going to take a mining action. I can only take one because JoJo's messing with me in the mines right now. So I'm going to roll for my mining action. 2 Junimos. Lucky me, it is a mining event. Let's find out what's going on in the mining event today. You may descend 1 level. It's a staircase. Awesome. Exactly kind of what I wanted to do anyway. So away we go. I lose a heart if I get into combat on this level, but there's no combat on this level. So lucky me, and this is the first level where I can get gold. So it's time to give Sam another gift. That's what that tells me. Get another gold. Yeah. Okay. All right. End of the round. What do I want to do? Don't have any stone, can't build stairs. Okay, moving on. Water my crops. Hey, the potato comes off. Lucky me. I can give a gift. Perfect. We're going to give Sam this parsnip. It is still summer, so I get 3 more hearts, and I gain an ore. And because I'm now level 7 in the mine, he can now gift me gold. That is wonderful. That is perfect. Well played, me. Okay. Sam is paying off. Okay. I'm going to play to the end of summer, and then I'm thinking I'm going to call it quits for the day. It's been a while, but I wanted to kind of show how the campaign mode works. I'm hoping this kind of helped demonstrate that, but we'll play to the end of summer because we only got a couple more cards. Yeah, okay. That was just Sam's gift, wasn't it? Okay, so we'll pull an event card. That's the next thing. Bubbly spot. Draw and keep 1 tile from the fishing bag. Oh. All right, maybe it's a legendary. I mean, my odds are not very good. Did not find a fact on Stardew Valley for the board game. Oh, it's there. All right. Thanks for coming by. It is not, but it is a Dorado fish worth $3, so we'll sell that later. Right. In fact, I'll sell it now. I can. I'll sell it for $3. Where am I putting the fish? Over here. $3. Okay. Okay, now what am I going to do? Well, I have hearts. So at the end of this, I might remove Joja, some of the more annoying ones. I almost have enough money for a rabbit. Let's fish, and then I'll upgrade my pick and go mining. Two hearts. Nope. Nothing. And when you fish and you can't get anything, what happens? Is there anything? I forget. Trash. No. Okay, that's fine. Finally. finally got my starter up. Okay, I'm finally pulling my legendary fish, the crimson fish, at long last. Completing that grandpa goal. And so I'll take the grandpa goal and I'll remove it. And it is now explore the mine. Reach the bottom of the mine, level 12. Working on it. I'm at level 7. Working on it. Okay. I have my legendary fish. It's done. I cannot worry about it anymore. I'm sure there are other things in here that make me need to donate fish, but it's not that big a deal now. That's the end of that round, isn't it? It is. Okay, I'm going to spend my gold ore to upgrade my iron pickaxe. Back to the gold pickaxe that I had before. Okay. And now it is the next card. I don't have any crops, so the crow gets nothing. We got another event card. It is Lucky Find. Gain 2 forageables from the board. Okay. I'll take this one. Stone. I love it when I pull stone. And I'll pull this one. More stone. Yes. This is pleasing to my sensibilities. I don't actually have to mine for stone. I can keep trucking down the mine. Okay. I get to sell if I want to. Sell if I want to. Sell if I want to. But I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I have money. I could sell the potato, I guess. But just in case I get one more ability to give a gift to Sam, I might as well hang on to it because it is an option. So I'm going to, I didn't remove the frickin' thing from Joja. Oh, that kills me. That's all right. Let's go, do I mine now? Do I mine now? Maybe. Yeah, I'll mine now. Why not? Ugh. Hearts, an item. Sure, I'll take the item. Wild bait, discard during your turn to take, oh wait, I gave a gift to Sam and I didn't get my artifact. Well, I'm gonna do that. To take any tiles from the fish track. Ooh. Any or all tiles from the fish track. Wow. In fact, we're going to discard during the birthday month to get 2 hearts. So I'm going to do that, and that will make room for this new item that I just got. So I get 2 hearts because it's his birthday month right now. And that made room for it. Okay. Cool. Oh, and I get my artifact for giving a gift to Sam a second ago. And I'd forgotten about it. My dinosaur. And I got a artifact I can't use. So I'll have to sell that later. That's right. And that was all because of what? What triggered all of that? Because I went to the mine and got an item. I see. And that's the only mine I can do right now. So what do I do? I could go sell things, quote unquote, but that'd be kind of a waste. I have hearts. Let's go make a friend. We'll come here and we'll forage. if this is worth foraging. Fiddle fern. Ooh, fiddlehead fern. It is worth foraging for. I don't have room, though. I can discard this artifact that I don't need. And I'll just do that. Okay. Right, I'm making a friend. Discard a heart and get a friend. Elliot. Fall birthday, likes fish, gain a random artifact. I don't think I want to. I do have a fish and I'm not about to give it to him. And I don't have anything else he likes except for that crop, and I don't want to give that to him either. So no. Okay. End of the round, I'm going to remove Joja. I'm going to spend a heart to remove the mining limitation tile. I can do this multiple times. So I'm also going to spend a heart and remove the water shortage. I'll save the rest of it, though, for other things. Those two annoyed me the most. Okay. This is the last round, and then we're going to call it. I don't have any crops, so nothing upgrades, unfortunately, and I don't get advantage of the rain either because I don't have any crops. The pet doesn't move. The fish do move. And I get to sell things, but I'm not 100% sure I will. I'm out of room. So maybe I will sell things just to do that. A pike and a lobster. You know, or legendary fish. Ooh, no, I'm not going to sell nothing. All right. First action, I'm going to go to the community center and donate my legendary fish to the bundle for the crab pot. Any crab pot or legendary fish. Gone. Cool. That leaves ocean or legendary fish. Huh. I can go get another ocean fish. That's no problem. In fact, we could go do that right now. But do we want to? I think we do. Let's go get another ocean fish. Sweet pea, but I'm not sure that I'm going to keep it. We'll see. We'll see about the fish. We got, hey, enough. We got the tilapia. Cool. So the sweet pea is going to go away. Tilapia is going to be donated in a minute. That's great. End of the round is the last day of summer. Now, since it's the end of the turn, I am going to build stairs. And I think I can build stairs as many times as I want. No. End of turn effects. Let me just double check. End of turn effects. As many times as they're able. Sweet, I can. I'm going to descend twice. Yeah, I have 2 stones, so I'm going to build 2 staircases. Boom, boom. I need the room in my inventory anyway. So I'm going to discard 1 and discard another. Discard another. and discard another. We're now level 9. And there is a staircase on the card. If I hit any of those combats, then I'll lose a resource. That would suck. On the other hand, I now have access to, I still don't have access to Iridium, and I need that for the last pick. It must be in level 10. Bummer. Okay. Well, that's the last days of summer. So this is where we would normally remove the forageables and get another profession option and then move on to the next season. But this is where we're going to stop for tonight. I think we've kind of showed off a year and a half of this 5-year campaign mode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I love it. I think I'm having a great time. I may continue to play it. We may leave it on the table and just keep streaming it next week. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But thanks again for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and join me again next week for another fun one. Whatever that might be. Might be this, might be something else. We don't know. So stay tuned. All right. Take care.